Oh Christmas tree, how cheesy are your branches. Hello everyone, it's Barry here, hope you're well. Today we're making a massive Christmas tree. Yeah, not quite this size. No, we are making an edible Christmas tree, roughly the size of a baking tray, and I'm really excited for it. Actually, for Christmas, I don't really want anything, but maybe I'll get myself a new cardboard cutout. Mrs. B, on the other hand, I've ordered a new cookbook corner cookbook for 2023, and I saw this reduced snowman that was a light up thing for outside the house. It arrived yesterday, and literally our wedding, some of the holidays we've been on, her birthday presents, the birth of our children, that is the most happiest I have ever seen her. Mrs. B is super festive. I got this like little 2-foot snowman that lights up, and it was like it was her own Christmas day instantly. She, oh, this is the best thing ever. I mean, I'm festive, but it's just an LED snowman. Like, calm down. It's going in the loft for 11 months after that, at least. 11 and a half months if I have my own way. But today we are making a Christmas tree, and I got inspired by this off the recent pie maker video. You guys seem to love it when I made the pizza pie, and we're going to kind of use that theme based on a recipe that you guys have sent to me, I think last Christmas. Last Christmas, you sent me a recipe, and it was like a spinach, cream cheesy, pull apart Christmas tree, kind of breadstick tree, and it looks sensational. So you can buy spinach fresh in the shops, but I have got some here that needs to be thawed. Actually, going to top it up a bit more. I've got 400 grams of it right there. So you can buy it fresh in a bag in most supermarkets. I've never really seen it in a tin like how Popeye ate it. I'm sure you can get it like that. Or a freezer. This is how we mostly commonly buy it, in these nuggets like that. And here's a quick way to thaw it. And that is bung it in the jolly old microwave. The jolly old microwave makes it sound like a kid's book. It's not a bad idea, actually. All right, there we go. And we have got ourselves a colander here, which is lined, well, double lined with some kitchen towel. And if I do this fairly quickly, I might be able to use the same bowl. So tip it in and then colander there, boom. Use the kitchen towel to gather it up. Can you see all that? All right, so we'll leave it in there just to drop into that bowl as and when, but we will just get a little bit of kitchen towel to soak some of the moisture off the top. And have a look at this, we are left. I don't know how some of this spinach has got in there, especially that massive leaf. This drink, I like it. Right, that's it done. Our spinach is gonna get worked together with some cream cheese for a gorgeous filling, plus some extra flavor enhancers. So we've got some salt, garlic powder, and we've got some Italian seasoning. Look at that, there's even these little red specks in it. I don't actually know what's in Italian seasoning. We use it a lot, actually. We just bung it in. Like, what should we do? This needs something. I'll just chuck some Italian seasoning. So it's oregano, basil, red bell peppers, marjoram, thyme, rosemary, sage, and parsley. That's pretty cool. I've also got some garlic cloves here. This is some lower fat cream cheese. Salt, onion powder, garlic, that Italian seasoning. Give me some speckles, I wanna see it. Oh yeah. We're now gonna push in that spinach. Oh, that feels really bone dry and horrible. So I'm reselling that, isn't it? Yeah, I really want you to make this. It's bone dry and horrible. And it does look a little bit boring at the moment, but I'm hoping with a few mixes, we can break down this spinach as well. Spinach is amazing, even if you buy it fresh and then you cook it, you put in like this amount and you end up with like one little leaf. It just kind of evaporates, it's crazy. Let's get a little bit of cheese in there. So I've got a big handful here of grated mozzarella, and in here, a block of Parmesan. I'm not grating the whole amount in, I know you guys want me to do that, and trust me, I wouldn't mind doing that. Because Parmesan and Grana Padano were one of those cheeses that I could only ever tolerate. I just about do it because it kind of tastes a bit more like soap. I remember I went over to Italy and learned how Grana Padano was made. That was amazing. And they made me eat like 5 or 6 cheese wheels. That was a really tough day. But since then, I've loved Padano, Parmesan, all that stuff. And the taste like soap came from an actual Italian person, because there's like a rivalry between the Parmesan and the Padano. Like, oh, I wouldn't eat that stuff, it tastes like soap, but ours is brilliant, and vice versa. I actually love to do a lot more sort of stuff like those sorts of videos. Like, I mean, I did that before with McDonald's, who went and sort of learnt how chicken nuggets were made. I do get people like that getting in touch saying, hey, do you want to do a tour? Let me know if you think that would be interesting, because I mean, I found it interesting. I just don't want to like be like, yeah, that was cool. I want to go see how a donut's made. So obviously now this needs to be mixed through and should blend in too. The Parmesan's probably just going to dissolve in there. It's genuine though. When an actual Italian told me that, like, yeah, just smells and tastes a bit like soap, doesn't it? I like can't ever forget that now whenever I have it, but I still love this stuff. Right, time to make our Christmas tree. Okay folks, right here are 2 sheets of ready-made puff pastry. You can use chilled pizza dough if you want. I just couldn't get it in the shop today. Could get it the other day, today, it's gone. But basically I've joined it together because 1 sheet alone is not quite big enough for my tray. So what I've done is cut some baking paper the size of my tray so I can kind of get it as big as I can but still using a standard baking tray. And I blooming hate this pizza cutter. I don't know why we've kept it, but I've got to get used to it for some steps in a moment when we carve our Christmas tree. All right, look at that. That is pretty neat for me. And what we're gonna do is take this highest point here and do a triangle, okay? And cut the 2 sections. And apparently, if going back to my school days is correct, if we dig that line there and there, roughly get it right, the excess should be spare to do the top of the Christmas tree where we're gonna join it like we did then again. All right? Come on. Look at that, folks, eh? I don't know if you can see that outline there, but that's pretty good. So what I'm gonna do is join this piece together. And as I'm doing this, the pastry is getting room temperature. So there's a little bit more movement in it, which might come in handy. I think I might make this one my hidden layer. I think I might make this the base. So what we're gonna do is take that spinachy, seasoned, cheesy, cream cheesy mixture, and I'm gonna blob some on the counter. Brilliant. I'm gonna start in the middle and work my way up the line here. I don't know if it's just me, but that looks really, really festive. That looks like a proper Christmas tree. Look at that. We are going to cover it over now though, but we're going to add some more mozzarella, so it's grated nice and thin. But that is one thing to tell you. I've got a little line here, which I'll trim away for like the stump of the tree, but also the cheese that I'm going to add on is quite thin, so it's quite a thin layer there, so we haven't got to stretch the pastry too much. And I am so glad that I'm now using the spare bit over there, that has not got the join in it, because it probably would split. The other thing to say is we've added some serious weight onto this now, so there is no way we would be able to get this away from the baking parchment. So really think about that before sticking it on there. Wow, this looks awesome. And we've got some more of that mozzarella. Almost like some cheesy tinsel for your tree. Is tinsel outdated? Like, a lot of my friends now on their Christmas trees are just going lights, making it look quite sophisticated. Ours is like, well, you've seen, we've gone all out. I'm gonna start at the bottom here and just try and overlap as much as I can. Oh wow, that's actually not too bad. It looks like a big Dorito now. So what I'm gonna do, I'll start down the bottom here. I'm gonna just stretch it a little bit as I go. So I'm gonna work all the way down these lines and join this thing together, all right? It's gonna take me a bit of time, but there is a bit of thickness in there, there's a bit of play, especially, like I say, now it is room temperature. But just make sure you really seal the dough together. This is a really good way of showing it. Look, you can see that's where it's at the moment, but when I've pulled it, it's actually stretched and joined here quite well indeed. Actually a bit like a massive samosa. I'll see you in a minute. All right, I am really happy with that, but just to be certain, I am taking a fork and just doing a very light crimp to push those pastry layers together. That's amazing. Right, this is the hard part. So I'm gonna start where I feel confident, and what that is, that base bit where I have left a little bit of a gap. I'm just gonna leave a little base of a tree here like that. But what I'm gonna do is take the pizza cutter and slice through like that, and almost use this stump as our central line to follow, okay? Yes, I have put a lot of filling in there. It is quite puffy as I'm going, but we'll just go with it, all right? But before I do any more to it, because this is where it could get really messy, I wanted to cut it whilst it was on the big work surface. We're gonna get it in the pan. I'm gonna slide it on. like so. And it's very off-putting having a pug staring at you. There we go. All right. Now that went very well. Thanks for your help. I think I'll do it straight in the middle here, actually. I'm going to show you once. I'm going to lift up into the middle and just twist that filling over, okay? Can you see what I've done there? In a minute, we're going to jump to me having done that all the way up and down the tree. You ready? Christmas magic. Oh, just doing the last one. It's the worst camera angle ever for me personally. I don't know if that looks to you, but I am over the moon with that. It's puff pastry, but I'm gonna do an egg wash on it anyway. So there's filling in there. We've got that lovely channel down the middle. Once it bakes, I have no idea what it'll turn out like, but quick egg wash. And I am, before serving it, gonna brush it in melted butter and maybe some more of those herbs. I think it looks quite cool, actually. I could have cut that into a star maybe, but we'll call it like a triangle angel instead, which might actually get, it's just hanging on there. Because this could expand as well with it being the pastry, but it is segregated, so I hope it holds its shape. There we go then, folks, look at that. I'm really, really happy with that. We're gonna get it in the oven now, and my actual aim today is to try and have this warm, fingers crossed. It'll be like the world's quickest thumbnail, just so I can go, yeah, I just want to eat it and just get that real But let's just see if it turns out all right first. Otherwise, well, we'll be doing it again. About 20 minutes, I reckon. Other than that, we just make our little melted butter topping. And that is some melted butter. Nutritious. Some more of the onion powder and some more of that Italian seasoning, which smells so good. There are so many herbs in there. I didn't realise that. And we'll brush that on our Christmas tree before dunking it in pizza sauce. But all I'm hoping right now is that Christmas tree butter look good. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Ah! And also you might notice my ball. That's just some spare dough that I had. Something that I've stopped saying since I've had kids. Look at that. That's amazing. It's held its shape, nicely browned the egg. You can see that standing out. Definitely do it. But we'll get it down here whilst it's warm. We'll take the buttery onion powder herb mixture and just gloss that on there like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at this. Oh Christmas tree, how cheesy are your branches. This is amazing. The bauble though, ha 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 ha, look at that. That's cool. Ah, it's really hot though, Jimmy. Oh, there's a bit of cheese ball there. Ah, that is still hot in the middle there, actually, wow. Dunk it in the pizza sauce, the warm spinach. How lovely are your branches, wow. Oh yeah, look. Oh, that is incredible. That is so good. The cream cheese is not overpowering at all. All of the cheese is kind of warm together. There's not a strong element of the Parmesan, the soap. The spinach kind of grips it all together. The nice crunchy pastry, the Italian seasoning, the herbs do stand out, but it works an absolute charm. It's real comfort food. And thank you to everyone that suggested this. And I can do this. You guys know how bad I am with stuff like that. It's incredible and a really cool sharer that if it's not Christmas, I don't know, in summer you could do a sun, a rabbit at Easter, or even to perhaps celebrate your child losing a tooth, you could do a giant tooth on Tooth Fairy Day. But I have to say, that is one of my last videos of the year for a comfort food thing. A little trickiness a little bit, but that is sensational. Now, if only my wife randomly happened to be home from work. Ta-da!
Oh, wow.
You take the best lunch breaks.
I do. This looks amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's really good.
It's not too, like, intense. There's not much saltiness in it either, is there? I think it's, like, really sort of comforting.
Might have another bit.
I think just because it's warm, it's only right to do so. Well, there we go, folks. Hopefully I've inspired you to give this a go and make it look way, way better than mine. I think some of those things, like you'll find the puff pastry, if you want to make it as big as your baking tray, join them together and use that one that's more stitched down the middle. Use that as your base so you've not got to like move it too much, and then just stretch the top one over it, and look at that. I'm so happy with it.
Let's push that back together.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's what you can do. You could make a head for a party, make it massive, take the bigger branches out and then slowly bring it down. So it's like, oh, you've made a mini Christmas tree. Mrs. B's got to get back to work. I've got to get to washing up. Check out the Christmas playlist actually if you fancy some more Christmas recipe ideas. This jumper features heavily along with dressing up as elves and other things. I actually dressed as elves with Phoebe. Remember that years ago?
Yes, I do.
Check the playlist, that was fun. What do you look like?
A penguin.
I don't think that was the video when she fell out the chair.
Oh my gosh.
She is scarred for life. She remembers that.
She didn't fall out of the chair. She stayed in the chair as it fell to the ground.
Oh yeah, it was strapped to the chair, yeah, that's right. And she just went, ugh! And I'm like holding the camera trying to like mix something. Yeah. Give this recipe a go. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not already. And see you very soon. Ciao for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Anyway.